How you guys doing? That satellite man's still hitting me in the sacrum of the spinal cord and buttocks area. I just had to put aspirin on my back and my buttocks area, and now the satellite man's burning my crotch. They're burning on my penis and balls. The satellite man is sexual assault that leaves marks on the penis and balls. When they use a satellite, they try to put burn marks on your penis. Then they try to call it a fucking disease and shit. No, it's not a disease. It's satellite faggot man messing with people's crotches. They try to put like satellite rug burns and laser dots and shit on people's penises and balls. The dirty government does that shit, or it's dirty medical, or whoever the fuck they are. And it's sexual assault. I was born with a very large penis. They know these perverts have known that. It's on record. It's been on record my whole life. All these perverts playing this game, they need to get arrested. This is a hostage situation. It's sexual mutilation crimes. They tried to mark on my penis skin. They tried to steal my penis. And then the dirty motherfuckers tried to claim they thought I had a small penis. These people. Now, see, it's things like this is why some things have to be mentioned. Like in reference to penis size. In reference to my penis size being documented my whole life. This satellite freak trying to steal my penis, trying to steal my sperm, holding me hostage. These people tried to murder me on jobs. My mother and father even had security documents in reference to trust funds and the estates of my parents, and why I wasn't supposed to have to be in certain types of jobs or certain types of industry positions, like common jobs. Not just because my parents made trust funds for me, but because I'm supposed to be living my life a certain way that my parents had planned, and they had financially planned billions of dollars for me and plus. So in reference to, I was born as like the real Richie Rich. I was born as the richest kid ever in world history in reference to first world countries and European and American acknowledgments of things, And the real protocols in the media too. So in reference to, and hello friendly countries, and hello Asia, and hello Mexico, and Canada, and Alaska, and Alaskan pipeline, oil industry, how you guys doing? And hello friendly countries and friendly acknowledgments of things. And this satellite Nazi Middle Eastern terrorist man obviously is one of the people in a satellite control room, and they're still burning my tailbone, they're still burning my ass, they're still burning my penis and balls. These people have damaged my teeth, they've been burning on my face. Sexual assault crimes against their government agents. Some of these people had been arrested back in the 80s for kidnapping me, and if there's any government man covering up any of these people's names, those government people can get put on trial in reference to their satellite controllers. And these people terrorizing my life, these people burning on my tailbone, and whatever their faggot fantasy psycho bullshit is. I have friends that are gay, and the friends that I know that are gay would not be doing things like this. They wouldn't be friends with any of these psychos either. These psychos are dirty, nasty people, man, whoever they are. And in reference to governors and mayors, you need to make updated YouTube videos in reference to this hostage situation, because in reference to procedures, my mother and father owned businesses in just about every state in America. So, it is a major issue in reference to the situation of people that had murdered my mother, people that had murdered my father, and people that have kidnapped me and held me hostage several times. Every governor and mayor in America, if you're in an administrative government right now, you are obligated to make update information, because I own my mother and father's businesses and companies and properties in all 50 states wherever they owned anything, and in other countries too. So, in reference to the international media, they can come over here to America and do news reports on this situation until I get home to my mother and father's mansions. They're allowed to report on politicians if they're conspiring against me. They're allowed to report on executives if they're conspiring against me. They're allowed to report on security personnel that are conspiring against me. Whoever it is, whether it's men, women, or children. Stolen children, satellite controllers, dirty government, dirty politicians, and, news networks. If anybody's conspiring against me, they're allowed to come over here. The international press or the international media is allowed to come into America to do reporting on this. And, you've seen news reporters go to other countries to do news reports. In America, other countries can send reporters into America to question American government people. Because I traveled around the world with my mother and father. We went to different countries. And my mother and father, there was other people who traveled with us, and sometimes, but we stayed in different countries when I was little and growing up and stuff, traveling around and things, So in reference to the history of things, the American government cannot stop in any legal way countries coming into America to report the mishandling of the situation or people burning me with satellites. And, the world has a right to know which people are burning on me with satellites, which people are denying my birth identity, which people are blocking me from my credentials, or people blocking me from my monies. They're allowed to come over here to America, and they are allowed to get airtime in America too, on the news networks. And the U.S. government cannot stop them. In reference to freedom of press, my mother and father had properties in Italy and England and France and Ireland and China and possibly, right, and some other places too. So, they can come over here and say, hey, we need to set up a news network, or we need to set up a new TV station, or something we can put out on syndication in reference to the information of what is the situation. And they can put it in newspapers. They can, Korea can come to America and do reporting on this hostage situation. China, Japan, Thailand, Malaysia, Mexico, Canada, Alaska, other countries too. There's only a few countries that are not allowed to come into America because they're possibly conspiring with the people that are holding me hostage. Whoever they are, right? Anyways, and in reference to reporting on the postal mail. All the countries that are in the United Nations that are friendly with America are allowed to come into America and say, hey, there's a problem. Some people from other countries might have tried to send me money, or celebrities tried to send me money. Other countries are allowed to report on it. This is, America's a diverse country. There's many different ethnicities and races of people in America. And since I traveled to many countries with my mother and father, and these people in dirty government or dirty branches of government holding me hostage. In America, this is just so absurd, isn't it? Especially in reference to the laws of freedom and factuality of public information against these people. But, the news media from other places can come into America and say, hey, we want to report this information. We want to know what's going on. This has taken a long time, this situation of these people defrauding me, Lots of things of importance.